And we are golden. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Chronicle podcast. I'm your guys' host, Dakota Morgan, coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona. Today, I'm, wearing a hat. In case you can't tell here, you can't tell at all. This is kind of different. I don't have an interview, with me today. I do have a guest, but it's not an interview today. If you guys are listening on the podcast apps right now, I have my wonderful girlfriend, Michaela. Say hello.
Hi.
You've been on the show before, or was it only on Dino Times where we did that?
No, I've been on the show twice and then once for the Dino Times.
Yeah. We are here to review something very interesting. Wanda-Vision. We're here to review Wanda-Vision. Such an amazing show. People might ask the hat, though. The hat's standing out because I have a bad hair day right now. And I was like, I refuse to look that bad for my audience. I'm kidding. I just fucking self-conscious as a motherfucker. So, we are here today to review Wanda-Vision. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Before we get started, though, I do want to say this is also on video, that if you guys are not watching this on YouTube channel, then we are on video on YouTube, Dakota Morgan YouTube, if you're listening to this on the podcast. And also, if you're watching this, we are on the podcast app of Apple Podcasts, comicchronicle.podbean.com, Spotify, and Stitcher right now, currently. And trying to think what else. I think that's it. And I have a huge backlog of interviews from all sorts of celebrities and comics and all over the place and jazz like that. That is available wherever you listen to podcasts, and a few of them are on the YouTube channel in video form and jazz. But I wanted to give you guys something new. We do a little bit of video. You see my face. You see this lovely face right here, my beautiful girlfriend. And yeah, this is a show that, how do we put it into words? We're here in the home studio still right now. We're trying to make it work with two. Usually we do one person, and the setup's made for one, but doing two is very clusterfuck, to say the least here, so it's very interesting. You guys, also, I'm on Twitter at Dakota Morgan3, at Dakota_Morgan97 on Instagram, and Dakota Morgan YouTube, Twitch, CodaRex97, and of course, folks, make sure you subscribe on whatever you're listening or watching on right now. Business out of the damn way. Let's get into WandaVision. How did you feel about WandaVision? Your initial thoughts?
I thought it was good. I kind of went into it thinking that it was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
You went into it thinking it was good.
Well,
I went into it thinking it was good.
Well,
I didn't see it yet, but I think it was good.
No, like when I first saw the trailer.
Okay.
Yeah. 'Cause
okay.
I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what it was about, but like watching it throughout the episodes, I definitely thought it was
a little closer to the mic.
I didn't think it would be as good as I thought it would, especially the finale.
The overall consensus, I think, was that. I think the overall consensus.
Yeah,
overall consensus was WandaVision was something that people are like, WandaVision, get the fuck out of my face with that shit. Like, we don't need that. And they're doing 50s and retro and different shows. Oh my God, what the fuck? That's not give me back my Marvel.
Well,
I heard that a lot.
That was most people. I didn't feel that way. I
thought
it would be kind of cool.
You know what? Now they're sucking on dick because they now know better.
Yeah.
They now know better. Like, because it was so good. And everybody was like, holy shit, this show is actually really good.
Yeah.
That was what I loved about it. Like, people ate their heart out like a son of a bitch. And it was great.
Yeah.
Personally, I went into it thinking this is going to be something new and different. I thought this was going to be new. This was going to be something, as I just said, different, but something we haven't seen along the lines. Literally, I just talked to my sister before this because we're at the home studio for now. Things are going to be changing very fast with the show and everything in my life too, and her life as well, very soon. No, she's not pregnant. No, I'm not a teenage married. Well, not teenage. I'm not a young person in their mid-20s marrying a chick. No, I'm not doing that shit right now. She knows better. We've agreed upon this, girl.
No, you saying that you were a teenager. I was like, wait, you were not.
No, I'm way past I may be wearing a Monsters University hat right now, and you may see, like, all this comic book shit in the back. If you're watching us, like, no. Yeah, WandaVision was a show that I went into thinking, this is going to be something new. But I was telling Cheyenne, my sister, I was like, it's not the same format that we've seen before.
Yeah.
It's different. It's very different format.
I know she said that. I heard her too. She said that she didn't want to watch it because of the format, because that's how all the Marvel movies that she thinks have been.
But I disagree because Endgame was not the same format.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. I didn't know what she meant by that.
I think it was standalone movies, a non-Avenger movie, the same format. I don't know. I didn't really think so. I thought it reminded me kind of like how a miniseries goes. Like how it's like the 1 hour every episode, but it tells a story. No, a lot of them weren't even an hour. Like a lot of them were like
Well, you know
30
what I mean.
minutes.
You know
Oh, yeah.
what I mean.
It's Something new every episode. The beginning was kind of slow.
And
But it built it up. But it
yeah.
teased you. That was the thing. It gave you a good cock tease. You got teased, and the nipples a little bit like, you got a little bit of that shit going on. And then it turned into, oh, shit's hitting the fan here. Oh, my God. People being tortured mentally by mind control. It's like, oh, she did this. Oh, there's no villain behind this. By the way, this is spoiler review. And I put it in the description of everything and whatnot. This is going to be a hardcore spoiler review. So if you do not want to spoil WandaVision, which I hardcore think you don't, go in, watch WandaVision on Disney Plus right now. All 8 episodes. You'll definitely enjoy it. And come back to us. Click pause. Spend 8 hours. 8 hours. I'm like 5, 6, math. I don't know. I work in the arts and with animals. Fuck math. As a man of science who runs a science show, fuck math, right? Yeah.
Scientists can't do math.
Citizen scientists can't do math. New thing. But yeah, no, so WandaVision, I think, really captured, though, a Marvel comic book.
It did, and
it felt
I think, like,
this
every
slow
episode,
beginning.
Yeah.
Slow beginning. Teased you a lot. And, like, because it felt like the first couple issues of a book. We were like, a Marvel comic, especially. We were like, man, something's going on here. It really wants you to come back in for more. So that was dope. And the final battle, holy shit, that was a comic book.
The boss fight.
Oh, yeah. Boss fight, legit. Oh, my God. And I like, really quick, I really enjoyed how Agnes shows up. And then all of a sudden the government sword agents are like, fuck you, lady. Like, what the fuck are you? You are the same.
They didn't know about her.
No, and they're just like, you're flying around and casting purple energy shit.
Yeah. That's why, like,
red energy person over there is bad. What the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, that's why I was like, every episode kind of goes more and more in depth with how the show is really going to play out and how the series ended, you know?
Yeah, they brought in a D-list villain, Agnes Hargrave. Like, the fuck?
Harkness.
Huh?
Where is that? Is that what her name is?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. What, did I get the name wrong?
I think so.
What is the name?
The Agatha Harkness?
Yeah. I keep thinking Agnes because that's what happened in the end. Anyway.
Yeah.
She's in a weird prison thing now. But it's like D-list villain at best right there. Avengers villain. You brought in White Vision. You brought in people from all over Marvel. Wu and Darcy, who need to team up. Where was my Darcy in the end? She just booked it.
I know, she just left, and I'm like, what the fuck?
I think there was something going on, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know, but she did, like like Monica said, we can thank her for that, for ramming into
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. I really wanted the guy in Head of Sword to be... I really wanted him to be, like, part Ultron, which was a thing. And then when that rumor came out, I'm like, oh, my God, are they doing Hank Pym Ultron fusion like in the comics? Because that would be terrifying to see in person, a half man, half fucking Ultron.
Yeah.
And then also, like,
Even
that'd
if
be really cool.
Yeah, even if he wasn't Ultron, he still did I knew he was going to be the villain.
He was a good villain.
Like, and he was a good one.
He was a good sword still going to be around.
Yeah.
I really think, one, though, we got to say the effects on this Disney Plus show. We should have known, at least I should have known, because you haven't seen Mandalorian yet. Shame on you. But, don't give me that look.
We're going to watch it together.
Yeah, no, you will. You will watch it. You will watch it. So, the effects. I think we should talk about the effects. Especially that boss fight, and the effects overall with everything, the practical and visual effects.
Oh, yeah.
Astounding.
Astounding.
Music, too. Music, oh my God.
I think it wasn't the final episode, but the one before the final episode when she goes back to her past. That episode was really good.
Yeah. When they go into her backstory sort of thing like that.
When it went to the effects, that was very good.
I think even in general, like when the wall showed up, even shit when that wall happened.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, her power-possessed drone and shit like that, too.
And, like, everything going, like, when she expanded her world and it all went to a circus.
God, if you haven't seen the show and you're watching this or listening to this right now, Jesus Christ. It's
like,
so bad.
I think when she made the world, when she created it, and it went to the 50s, that was also a very good.
Yeah. Oh, when she made Vision.
Yeah.
Very, very good special effects on that one. Very, very good. The writing in general on this show, though, I think was... I want to have one of the writers on the show. Because... as a writer, it makes me feel fucking bad. I write 7 different comic book series, and I still feel bad about life. I'm like, what am I in this business for? What am I doing? Apparently I haven't done anything with my life because it's just fucking atrocious and how bad it makes me feel as a writer. It's rough. It's very rough.
Because you can't make anything as good?
No! You know what? I don't have the toys. I blame that. I don't have the toys. If you give me the toy box.
Where is...
My Marvel deal?
Yeah.
Or my DC deal?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know a shit ton of friends. Any one of my friends, I'm looking at you dead straight clean in the eye in video right now. And the people who I know who are listening to this, who work on Marvel and DC, the fuck, man? I'm cheap. I'm a cheap hoe. This is known.
For free.
I will.
Just put my name on it.
You know what? I'll Ready Player One this shit. A penny. Oh no, a quarter. 1 quarter.
Yeah.
That's all I'll take.
I don't have the book right there.
I do. So I gotta read it.
My book,
I have
by the way.
I have a large reading list of shit to do right now. Well, the shit's at the fan in life, love. So, yes.
Still have time to do this though.
Necessary. Listen, you know you wanted to talk about it.
I did.
Yes.
I really did. It was very good.
Yes. Make sure you're talking to Mike. But yes. Newbies on the show. That and equipment kind of failures a little bit.
You know what? Get a better mic.
I have a better mic.
Uh-huh.
This is a good mic.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. The behind the scenes here, folks. But I really, really do appreciate the writing in this because they gave everybody equal screen time. Oh, White-Vision looked dope as hell, though. Agatha looked dope, too. She had a really good magic outfit. Her magic was really dope.
Weren't we talking about that a couple days ago? How in the comics she's a lot more of an older
She looks
woman.
like 90s Aunt May,
Yeah.
where you're like, how the fuck is this bitch alive?
And I thought maybe when Wanda took her powers, then she would turn into the old.
Yeah, that's good writing. She turned old, white, and shit like that, and she's just powerless.
And that's why she looks like that, but it didn't happen. And I was like, that was poor planning.
But she did tease, you'll need me back.
Yeah, unless they're going to do it later.
You know what I appreciate, though?
What?
Didn't kill her villain off.
Oh, no, I thought her punishment was very good.
Yeah, her punishment was good. She can go back. Like, this was a set. I told my sister, too. This is set up for Secret Invasion, which we're going to get into in a little bit. The Invasion of the Skrulls. Mm-hmm. Which is going to be dope. I don't know why that's not a movie, but it's a TV show. But if the TV shows are this good, we are set, folks. I can't wait to do Falcon Winter Soldier review.
Oh, that's going to be so good.
Oh, I love Winter Soldier, by the way, with a passion. And Falcon, too. Falcon was a good Captain America. I want to put that out there. His run on Cap was awesome. He was a good guy. He was a good guy as Cap. The comics were really well written. So
the actor too is very good.
Oh yeah, the guy who plays him? Oh yeah.
He's very good at doing it.
Oh, acting's good. Acting was good in this show too in WandaVision.
Oh yeah.
That was the thing. WandaVision had incredible acting. Most of the actors we know from like Darcy, Wu, and shit like that too. And Monica Rambeau though.
Yeah, they didn't
new actress.
Yeah, and they didn't even come in until what, the second or third episode, right?
Fourth episode. Wu and Darcy showed up, and then Monica Rambeau showed up.
Yeah.
Older one from Captain Marvel, by the way, too.
Because it's supposed to be a couple years after the blip happened, so she would have been like what, in her 30s.
Yeah, she would have been in her 30s because she was
a child in the 80s.
It was the 90s.
90s?
Yeah, Captain Marvel's the 90s because Blockbuster and shit.
Okay.
So it was late 90s, and then there was. She would definitely.
I know you said you can't do math.
She would probably be. Monica Rambeau would probably be late 20s, early 30s. Yeah. Maybe mid. Push. No, because I was born. Yeah, she'd be late 20s, early 30s, I think, which works. Yeah. And having her get her powers,
the way that they did it,
her energy-based powers. By the way, they never explained it, but I think they're saving that for Secret Invasion and shit. I think they're saving a lot of stuff with her for Secret Invasion. Darcy and Wu need a TV show. Gonna put that out there again.
They need a Funko.
Oh fuck yeah, Funko! What the hell's your issue here?
I'm still mad because they put the fake Quicksilver as a Funko and White-Vision so fast, but where the fuck is my Wu? That's what I care about.
And Darcy. Darcy's Funko had big tits.
Thank you. I know you said you want her on here, yes.
I'm never getting her on after that. Cold day in hell now.
I love Kat Dennings. I'm just going
Oh, yeah. Listen, if there was a Funko of me, my moobs would be huge. I want to put that out there. So
they already are.
I know. Not even pecs. They're just moobs. Yeah. I can't be Dwayne Johnson. Does Dwayne Johnson have moobs or pecs? I don't know. They're pretty huge, though. They crossed that line.
Well, he was a wrestler, so.
And then now he's a god. What are you talking about?
He's always been a god. I don't know what you're talking about.
He got more of a god.
Wow. Well, you need to get on his level then.
Fuck that. I wish to live. You see this? You see this body, folks? No. Definitely. Well, I mean, he's playing a god. He's playing Black Adam now. Or powers of a god. Demigod. Yeah, it was. Funko, we need this.
Moana.
We need this. Oh, Moana, that shit. That was a demigod too.
Yeah, it was.
Like we had such good acting. We had such good writing for this. I mean, the costuming was amazing. Her new costume was spot on, comic book accurate. I shed a tear.
It was.
Spot on.
Also, going back to the acting, the people that were in the town that had their minds, that had their
the
mind
mom
control.
from that 70s show was
Yeah.
back in that shit. Look at her. She looks
She
so.
still looks good.
She looks the same.
She has not aged.
What the fuck? Black don't crack. White don't fucking break. Apparently, I don't fucking know. White don't bite. I don't fucking
No,
know.
just that actress.
Yeah. The one actually, is she immortal? That's the question.
Is she?
We should know the
Keanu
name.
Reeves?
She's the Keanu Reeves, a white woman. So hey, she ain't coming on the show now either. So, yeah. So the thing is, so we had that the people of the town to be able to do all that acting of different versions of yourself in different fucking time periods, doing the mind controlled. Really got me was the Indian guy in there.
That's what I was about to say.
Oh, when Vision gets the moment where shit's at the fan is when he's like, beam on his head, and he just goes, he's like, I hear her, it hurts, and it's like, oh fuck, Wanda, what did you do? Because Agatha didn't do shit. She just wanted to do her own thing.
Yeah.
Like she just played along and shit like that, and just antagonized her. She didn't do shit. All that shit that happened in the town was her.
What the crazy thing about it was that when
They didn't try to lynch her.
No. When Agatha gave them she broke the spell from their mind control. Wanda genuinely didn't know what she was doing, and then when she tried to do that little magic mind thing with her, she was like, the only difference between you and I is that you did this on purpose. I didn't. Remember?
I think Wanda knew.
I feel like she knew
But
what
she
was
knew,
capable
no,
of.
she knew what she was doing. You think she didn't know what she was doing. I think she knew what she was doing, but the problem is that at the time she didn't care, and now the repercussions came up to her.
That's
so
what I don't think. She didn't care.
No, she never cared. She never gave a fuck. She was happy as hell. Agatha didn't come in, they'd still be on whatever the fuck day version they are. Like it would still be going on. And the government would be like, what the fuck are we gonna do here? Like I think she knew. And that's what set it up, is Wanda isn't a hero in this show.
Oh no, when Monica came back and was like saying, "Hey, I'm trying to warn you," and Wanda was like, "No, I'm not here." She literally called herself
Monica. Yes, Monica literally was the hero of the show.
Yeah.
Monica, Darcy, and we were the heroes.
Yeah.
There's no way if ands or buts about it.
Because those three
and
found
Vision,
out
Vision a little bit, because Vision was like, Wanda, what are you doing?
Because he has no idea what was
when
happening.
he started to figure it out and shit
those
like that.
three literally broke into some kind of data cracking that Darcy did and figured out what the head guy of SOAR was doing.
By the way, did not see that coming.
What, the White Vision?
Yeah, I did not.
I didn't either.
That was a throwback right there.
I didn't even know what White Vision was, and then you had to tell me what.
Yeah, he was a thing in older comics. I want to say 70s, 80s, along those lines, if I remember correctly. Maybe 90s Avengers comics. There was like a repurposed Vision or something like that, I think. I think they brought him back for a little bit, maybe, in some shit. I don't know for sure or not. I'm not brushing my Vision. I like Vision. Vision's a cool character. I like Viv, his daughter. Viv,
yeah.
She's awesome in Champion. She's amazing.
When
in
you
that.
told me about his family, I was like,
oh, it's fucked.
I kind of want to read.
Oh my god, the one by Tom King or Tom Taylor, one of the two. The Vision series itself is. I watched the Comic Pop, which we've had Sal on the show before, is fucking insane. That book. It won a lot of awards for a very good reason. Oh my god, for a very good reason. He might have been in that. I don't think so. But they had a dog too.
Yeah.
Didn't work out well. It didn't work out well. But this no, fuck no. Well, we saw the kids too. We saw Young Avengers come in. We're never gonna see those characters really come into the whole MCU again.
That's what I thought maybe they would do, is like, if Wanda, she really had those kids, her twins that she's supposed to have in the comics.
She created it, but she tied it to the town. If she
didn't
tie it to the town,
she would still have them.
She would. She really fucking would.
as she would have.
I'm glad we didn't see them die.
I'm glad too.
Oh
and
my
I'm also
God,
really
I
happy
was
that they put them
crying.
in there too.
I'm so crying.
Even if they didn't survive,
Gave
I'm
them
really happy.
their comic book powers.
And their looks.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
costumes, which was
Yeah.
dope. I loved them. Those are good child actors too. They were really good.
Yeah.
And to also see Pietro back in a way. We had the
That
biggest nod towards the X-Men movies of all time.
Ralph Boner.
Yeah, Ralph Boner. And it's like, I see what you did there. You basically you fucked with us. You fucked with us, Marvel. You did it again. You fucked with us through casting.
I want to know what Monica did to that guy.
Probably just left his ass. He's probably like, please don't hurt me. And he's just like a chill dude. Like, he got powers, speedster powers. I wonder if he remembers.
I think he's just an actor. Cause
he had a headshot.
He had a headshot. So I think that's what he was just an actor. And then when shit hit the fan, he just turned into...
Oh my God, seeing that headshot too, like an old headshot style like that. I'm like, man, that takes me back to my fucking audition days back when that was a thing before COVID.
I just love Darcy's reaction to it. They recasted him?
Yeah, what the hell?
What the fuck?
He was sexy. This is something along those lines. It's what she was saying. We knew it. Oh my God. Yeah, no,
it was
that...
nice that they put both of the guys that play Quicksilver into that.
Yeah, but it was just him and like the older one in like fucking flashbacks.
Yeah, but still, it was still him.
They acknowledged it,
know?
yeah. And then she's like, I can't reanimate your brother because he's full of holes and on another continent. I'm like, that continent blew up.
Yeah, they brought his body back. Remember?
Oh, they did bring his
Remember?
body back.
When Hawkeye was on the...
Oh, yeah, he was
thing?
laying down next to him.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was laying
I'm
down
sorry I
next to
couldn't
him.
see through the tears.
You were crying?
Fuck yeah! You weren't?
No.
Cold-hearted motherfucker. Jesus Christ. I love you, but damn. Oh, and I started crying like a bitch.
In the movie theater.
Oh, yeah, I cry every time. I cry every time, especially at Wanda's reaction to when her brother died. She's like, you want to know how this feels? Shin! Like that.
Apparently, I didn't know about this,
What you got?
but she did apparently have an audio version when, in that scene, when she found out, like, when she, like, felt him, like, go, like, when he died, apparently there was that when she was screaming and they muted it out. Apparently there was an audio for it and they cut it out, and she said that she knew that they were going to cut it out.
Of her screaming?
Yeah,
You got a little bit of it, but it wasn't that much.
Look it up. You'll
I'll look it up. Yeah.
afterwards. And yeah, it was just her just saying that I'm done.
Fairness. In fairness. And they explored her backstory, which is another thing we should talk about. We saw Wanda's history. We were told about it. We were just really told about it, really. And we saw her in a protest, and that was all we saw in Sokovia, and that was it. But then now we actually saw where she grew up. Oh, the bomb.
The
Which, and it's like,
Stark.
oh, wait a minute. Your magic diffused it. Like, bitch, what? That was cool.
Yeah, that was just really funny how...
She was a witch.
Yeah.
She was a witch the whole time.
Yeah,
and it's like,
Agatha was
cool.
trying to tell her, like, hey, and she's like, no, I wasn't.
Well, they've never dove in her powers. They're like, she
They-
just be able to control shit. And it's like, they're like, is she magic or is she not? And now the show comes on, they're like, oh, she's magic.
Because they also showed her when she was getting experimented on by...
Oh, that was dope.
By Hydra.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And,
The commercials that kept hinting about what was to come.
Yeah.
All those commercials hinted. They were all preludes.
Yeah.
All foreplay for us.
A lot of them were,
Yeah, Hydra watch.
That was...
I'm like, Hydra, what the fuck? And they brought Hydra back for a little bit, which was awesome to see.
A lot of it had to do with Hydra, too.
Well, yeah, her backstory involves Hydra, which is cool. Are we ever going to see Hydra again? Falcon Winter Soldier, maybe.
Probably.
You can't have Zemo without Hydra.
Probably, yeah.
Like, you just can't. But that, man, what else do you want to talk about for it?
Oh, my God, there's... I just thought it was very good.
The writing, the costuming,
was-
the effects. They say Marvel TV show. You hear that and you think, you're an older person, I guess, like us. If you're like an old person, you're like who grew up with TV shows. When you hear TV show version, you're like, oh, it's gonna suck ass. Like how many times have we been let down by a TV show version of a movie?
Didn't we just talk about the Inhuman TV show like a couple hours ago?
That was a straight TV show. I want it to be known on record. I love the Inhumans, but Jesus Christ. Oh,
I mean, I know you wanted to talk a little bit more about the Doctor Strange too with her.
Yeah, so the tie-in to Doctor Strange, the Secret War. We'll talk about Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion was a Skrull showing up at the end, being like, "Yeah, a friend of your mother's." Like, wait, I don't remember the guy's the Skrull's name. I do not remember, but the one who was from Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
that was dope. That was like, hey, Skrull, like, the fuck.
I know the way she transitioned too. I was like, what?
Yeah, like, hey, oh Jesus. And then also we had whatchamacallit, the ties into Doctor Strange. So Agatha is still gonna be there. And she's still going to be, and she's like, you'll need me, and it's like, I know where to find you and shit like that. Immediately setting up that she's gonna come back. Immediately as a writer, she's gonna come back as something.
It's funny because she has her like her character in her mind that's controlling her to be it in the town when everybody else is out of her control and they're just like they just hate her now.
Yep, pretty much. And all the magic setting up, and it's called Doctor Strange and the Scarlet Witch, the Multiverse of Madness. Like, that's what the new movie is called. Did she go? They said, you're more powerful than the Sorcerer Supreme. I don't think Doctor Strange is going to take kindly to that. He probably has sensed this shit going on. He's like, I sense a lot of magic right now. Oh, yeah. I wanted him to appear. I really wanted fucking Doctor Strange to appear. The fact he didn't is a crime. You give me magic in the MCU, and you mean to tell me the Sorcerer Supreme has no idea about all this shit?
I'm pretty sure he knows.
Maybe he shows up. He's like, listen. Oh, it'd be funny if it's like a battle thing, like the way he did Thor and Loki. He just all of a sudden traps. She's like on his way, and he just traps her like, I need you to not fuck with my mind, and you are in trouble for what you've done to that town. You are in serious trouble. That, and I need your help.
She's never going to be able to go back to that town again.
You're never able to go to Jersey.
Jersey in general.
Jersey, Manhattan, you're fucked. You might as well stay away from cameras, girl. Yeah, no, I think they're setting it up, and they're saying she's more powerful. It's a Sorcerer Supreme. You can't just drop that line out of nowhere. Setting up that Agatha's going to return, or Agnes, she's going to return. Eventually. She's probably going to come back for the movie. Because that one is a movie, if I remember correctly. So far, it's a movie. They haven't changed it. They haven't switched the TV show yet. COVID world, who knows? They may switch it. But that is filming this year as well, if I remember correctly.
Even if it does, it's not like it's a long series. Like, WandaVision's like, 8 episodes?
Yeah, but the problem is effects. Like, it always takes so long because it's VFX. Because they make it look so good. Mandalorian was such good effects. Like, I shouldn't have been surprised by all this. The way it looked and shit, and costume too. And like Disney, it's Disney money we have here, and they probably touched it all over. If they didn't, I'd be surprised because they had time.
Yeah,
they wanted to make sure, especially they're like most people are gonna be at home.
I mean, it's kind of like the X-Men series that they have. What's it called? It's not Inhumans.
Wolverine and X-Men? What are you talking about?
Yeah, the X-Men series with...
There's a lot.
With the one that's going on right now with Polaris and...
Not going on right now. It ended like 2 years ago. But The Gifted?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
The Gifted. Yeah.
I say it's still going on because I'm still watching it. That's why.
One of the many things that I've got my girlfriend on... Oh, no, you were on that before
I was on
we
that
met,
way before
but
I met
Jesus.
You.
Yeah. Good show. God damn it. To cancel too soon, but well. The thing is, so we have that, but no, it's really setting it up that wise.
Yeah.
God, will we ever see Polaris? No, we won't.
Probably not in the same universe as them.
We're never gonna see Wanda as Magneto's kid, though.
No,
we're never gonna see that.
I think it's really hard because they probably don't know what to do with her character because for one.
Oh, you seen the fan shit about this? The fans definitely know what to do, but the Marvel doesn't want to act on it.
Yeah, because like in the comics, she finds out that she's not really his kid.
Oh, we don't acknowledge that on this podcast.
Oh. Well.
I refuse. I fucking say they're like Juggernaut's not a mutant; it's a crystal. Go fuck yourself.
Really?
Yes, you didn't know about that?
No.
Yeah, they're like, 2016 or 17. They're like, Juggernaut's not a mutant no more. He has a crystal, but he hangs out with mutants because he's an equalist.
Well, they also,
Why?
They also acknowledged that she wasn't. That Wanda also wasn't a mutant either.
Yeah, and Pietro aren't. Like, it's like, just have him walk through the news portals to the fucking mutant island of Krakoa. Just easily just have to do that. And they're like, hey, they're a mutant, actually. Fuck off. I hate stuff. I hate people. I love-hate relationship. I work with animals. Fuck people.
You don't hate humanity. You just hate most of humanity.
Yeah. You know. But yeah, no, we're doing pretty good. I mean, in all honesty, man, I wish we would be able to see that, because Polaris Scarlet Witch team up would be awesome with their dad Magneto. Oh, yeah. That would be awesome. We've seen it in cartoons. We've seen it in the comics.
It's really good.
It's good.
I think they'd be a really good team up.
They would. So I think they're setting everything up. So that makes me think, what is Loki even setting up for? Falcon and Winter Soldier is March 19th, and that's only 13 days away, judging by when it's recording this on the 6th.
Oh, shit.
Episode 1. Falcon and Winter Soldier maybe setting up. I don't know what movie it could be.
They're kind of off.
They're off doing their own things. Yeah. I will get... Okay. There's still a connection. This is one of the negatives. There's still a connection, right? Mm-hmm. But the fact that one of the bad things about WandaVision that I do say is that nobody showed up. An Avenger never showed up. Was it being that kept of a fucking secret that nobody knew? Because like we said, Doctor Strange should have sensed, hey, there's ruins and symbols the size of skyscrapers now. Maybe there's magic being happened. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Because they're probably like, oh, it's just Wanda. She's just doing her own thing.
It's a town. Like, there'd be no way. If any of the Avengers found out, they would be there in a minute.
Oh, yeah, they would.
They would be there in a fucking minute. The fact that no Avengers showed up. I'm not counting Vision.
No.
We can't count Wu, not an Avenger. Met Avengers, friends with Ant-Man, right? The card trick. Darcy, friends with Thor.
I want you to learn that card trick.
I can try to learn. It won't work. We have Darcy, Monica, friends, and she's an Avenger technically now, but she's not an Avenger in the movies.
She knew Captain Marvel.
Yeah, that's
Darcy
it.
knew Thor.
That's it. Comic-wise, Avenger. Yeah, we're good. Movie-wise, not an Avenger yet. Like, they said it in Spider-Man Far From Home. They were even, like, one of the kids said it on their news saying, hey, where are the Avengers? Where is everybody? What is going on? Like, they even said, like, where are the Avengers? Are they even a thing anymore? Like, that's what stuck with me from Spider-Man Far From Home. That and many other things. I haven't rewatched that one in a while. Like,
oh, yeah, because that was after Endgame, right?
That was after Endgame, and WandaVision's based before Spider-Man Far From Home. Because it's only a couple months after the snap when they all return back.
Oh, yeah. It was supposed to be, like, right after
like, I think
Iron
it's...
Man's funeral.
Yeah, she just booked at the Vision's body. Like, yeah, fuck that. Yeah, that's where I think it's setting up shit. I don't know what Loki's going to set up with time travel. And then Falcon and Winter Soldier, what it's going to set up. I have no fucking idea. But that's still a negative. Yeah, I think. There's a few more, but we don't know anything about them yet. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That's one of the things that I really think there should have been another Avengers showing up. I know Falcon and Winter Soldier are dealing with their own thing right now. I get that. We have a whole plethora of Avengers now that could have been like, what the fuck? Like, do we not check on anybody here? Like, was it kept secret from everybody?
Who's available to show up?
A lot. Doctor Strange, Wu. I think Wu's an Avenger now. He was invited to Tony's wedding, so I mean, he probably went to that actually.
Probably.
He probably did. We never saw Pepper and Tony's wedding. I think about it. They got married and had a kid, obviously. So then we had Falcon, Winter Soldier, Spider-Man. I don't know what the fuck he was gonna do. Spider-Man, War Machine, who was also getting a TV show. Hulk. Thor, Guardians. Guardians and Thor took off into space. Captain Marvel is probably in space too.
Well, also, I know we were talking about this, how they only mentioned once Monica's connection to Captain Marvel. They only mentioned it once.
You heard Carol Danvers in one of her flashback things.
Well, like somebody acknowledging it.
Oh, somebody acknowledging it. Yes. Yeah, it was the asshole in charge of Sword. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish they put like a little bit more of that in there.
Yeah.
Like, be like, hey, I grew up with this with her.
No, I had powers now, energy-based powers, and so I have a fucking gunshot. That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know, like, it's very... That's the only problem I had with it.
Yeah.
Is, I get we have technically 2 Avengers in it, but really? We could have had more, I think. it doesn't make any.
Who they brought back though, because.
But it makes sense that one would show up. Like everything I get, the world is in flames at the moment because everybody just came back, and it's like a month or two after everybody just came back, and you're dealing with a lot of crazy shit right now of people coming back when everything was made to not like. Them 5 years they even talked about, they mentioned they're like, it was a dark 5 years. In which case, Endgame really showed it was a dark fucking Earth.
Somebody, I saw this. It was like, okay, if after everybody came back and they came back in the position that they were in, that they were when they left, how would it be if somebody came back like in the most inconvenient position and they showed someone like if they were in a plane and they disappeared and they just show up in the sky?
We saw that in Spider-Man where all of a sudden like the basketball players appeared and all were like, oh shit, and just ran in them and stuff.
Yeah, but like something really inconvenient.
Yeah,
like that,
yeah.
know?
You know that had to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw helicopters crash and people were snapped.
Yeah.
People died. Like it was, people died and people were snapped. Like it had the death toll had to have been huge when the snap returned and the snap leaving.
Oh yeah.
And seeing the snap, by the way, that was awesome. That was a positive. Seeing what happened with the government and the world, like right after the snap, like was the second snap when everybody came back when Hulk did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's still, by the way, too, I want to continue that. There is still a shit ton of Avengers out there. There's still a shit Ant-Man and shit too. The Wasp, like the fuck. Wu could have been like, hey, I need your help, Avenger, because I have a lot of shit happening here. Like he's definitely got his numbers and shit like that because he was keeping an eye on him on his house arrest.
Did in the final episode when Wu called in those people, they're like, hey, can you be here?
Yeah, he just called a friend of his, I think.
Yeah, who was it? They never.
I think it's just a random dude.
They never showed it.
I think it was just a random friend, and then all of a sudden they showed up in the SUVs. When as soon as Sword went in.
Would that be the people that were arrested?
This is FBI people. Yeah, it was FBI people, and Sword was there, but Sword was following orders, so they're fine. Also, personnel. I want a Sword merchandise, so.
I do.
Sword shirt or hat or something like that.
They have the necklace at Hot Topic.
Yeah, not the same.
Same thing.
It's like I want to get something Shield, and this is a necklace. We have different styles here, love. I will get a hat. I will get a hat. So, I think, though, that basically covers the WandaVision review. We had a little bit of negativity with it a little bit. A little bit of slow in the beginning. I thought it was slow in the beginning, and I wanted more. It didn't make sense that nobody showed up. But you know what? It's the birds of prey argument all over again. So, no one disagrees with me on this argument, I might say. No one disagrees. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, no, I think that's about it. Love, do you have anything else for the people anywhere?
No, I think we covered it, really. Because there's not that much to cover since there's only, 8 episodes.
But they were action-packed.
They were.
Heavy drama, heavy romance, which was good to see romance, by the way. I actually enjoyed the romance that they put in there. It's
funny because they painted Wanda to be the villain for so long, and then when you finally get to... Let me finish. When you finally get to that episode when you see her drive to the house.
Yeah.
And with the map.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I understand now.
We understand.
And it was sad as hell.
It was. We understand. And Monica's like, I would have brought back my mom. It's like, oh, God. I shed some tears. I had some sympathies.
Did you?
Yeah. 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 I want our kids to come back. We need to get the young Avengers going.
Oh, I fucking love her kids, honestly. I love her kids so much.
It's the few kids we do love.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think though that's basically covers it. So I want to say, love, Michaela, thank you for coming on to this podcast and joining me on this review. I'm gonna try to bring you on and Aaron on for the reviews for some of this stuff, and talk show stuff and whatnot.
Still got one more, I think.
We have one more. If you got this far into the review, we're gonna be doing whenever we do the podcast. Whenever we see them, episodes 1 through whatever, when we do the recording for Superman and Lois, because I really want to watch it. I'm waiting for her. We're doing a bunch of shit right now. Life-changing stuff here at the moment, so it's been tough a little bit, and I work like a crazy workhorse and everything else like that, between comic stuff, which I have to finish the script actually, and then do that jazz, and as well as the YouTube and shit like that, your work, and new jobs, all jazz like that. It's nuts. But
you're trying to bring another couple friends on here for it too.
Yeah, so we're gonna have more and more people on here. We're still gonna be doing interviews. But we're kind of doing a little bit more personable shit now, with doing more on the reviews, more on one of the topics I want to actually talk about with Aaron is with Aaron here. And if you're listening to this and you not know, I want to bring him on to talk about does Suicide Squad actually work? as a concept in the in storylines and jazz like that? Does it actually work? So I'm actually gonna. That's the whole thing of like this. I like Suicide Squad, but does it actually work? And does it actually work as a movie or a fucking book and jazz like that? Like, does it work like as what's trying to do? So we're gonna talk about that, jazz. And yeah, like I said, folks, subscribe to whatever you're watching or listening on. If you're watching this, thank God you watched this, by the way. If you just had us on in the background, thank you for that. Make sure you guys subscribe for more interviews, more views, more topics and whatnot, jazz. We're changing it up in the new year, but we've been around for 4 fucking years, folks. 4 years of the podcast. We're going to do a 4-year anniversary, though, sometime soon.
What are we going to do?
I don't know. I'll figure that out.
Do the drunk review.
Yeah, 2020 drunk ass review of 2020 again. That did well.
No, not 2020, but of
the podcast. Yeah.
You throw up again in the end. At the end.
Oh yeah, I hella did after that 2020 review on YouTube. Oh, I hella did. Yeah, thanks everybody. And any final words from you, love?
Bye.
Excellent writing here. She's the artist, and I'm the writer for a fucking reason on stuff. Thanks, everybody, for a hardcore reason. Hey, you know what? Dunkin' Donuts sponsor us. Here you go. Drinking matcha tea. All right, you all rock, everybody. And, of course, as always, stay creative, everyone.